Here in the French countryside, the air carries more than just the scent of vines and earth. It carries stories of bravery, honor, and the kind of gallantry that once defined an age. Walking through the gates of Château du Rivau, we felt it immediately. This was a place where the ground still seemed to hum with the weight of history, where the brave Joan of Arc came with an important mission, and where lords once tested their honor in tournaments that echoed across the valley. And today, it's alive again, not just as stone and stories, but as a place where tradition still rides at full gallop.
Real knights will clash in a joust worthy of kings. We're going to step back into the 15th century, where armored knights and thundering hooves gallop at each other in a jousting tournament. The sport of kings. The lord of this chateau and the lord of Langeais will be competing. So come along with us as we step back in time.
This is Saving Castles, and welcome to Château du Rivau.
Some places feel like they've been waiting for you. Today, the air smells of hooves and steel. The past isn't something in a book. It breathes. It's right here, swinging a lance.
This is Château du Rivau.
And things are about to get loud.
Rivau has staged jousts for more than 500 years, a custom set by the Beauvau lords who organized tournaments for kings. They had every right to boast, for this was the place to find the best war horses in France. In fact, in 1429, Joan of Arc stopped here to choose hers before riding to Orléans. By the Renaissance, Rivau's stables were supplying mounts to the royal studs of François I, with room for 30 of the finest. And that tradition of facing rival lords has never faded. History isn't on display here. It's armored, mounted, and charging straight ahead. The towers of Château du Rivau rise like watchful sentries. This castle started as a fortress built by the Beauvau family, loyal to the Counts of Anjou. You can still feel its defensive bones in the thick walls and the way the castle commands this land. But apart from being builders, the Beauvau were also fighters. Their family name was tied to gallantry, to service at court, to the code of honor, and Rivau was their stage. Inside, Rivau's Great Hall still feels like the heart of the chateau, once filled with banquets where power was measured in toasts and alliances. Along the walls, rich tapestry work tells stories of battles and faith, woven reminders of the ideals that shaped this house. Above us, the preserved beams stretch like ribs of a giant, bearing witness to centuries of laughter and quarrels. In another chamber, the vaulted ceiling rises gracefully, a feat of medieval design. The furniture is a mix of Gothic and Renaissance, heavy tables and carved chests that no doubt took months of applied skill. Figures of Joan of Arc appear throughout, painted, sculpted, remembered as part of Rivau's soul. And then there is the bedroom where she might have slept, now a space that turns legend into something tangible. Tucked away in one of the wings, we stumbled on the old wine press. You can almost hear it groan under the weight of harvests long gone. Places like this remind you that gallantry wasn't just knights breaking lances. It was dirty hands pulling Cabernet Franc and Chenin grapes at harvest, purple-stained boots, and the ritual of raising a glass at the table. Power here didn't just come from swords, it also came from the vines. Even now, the vineyards around Château du Rivau carry that same bloodline. Every bottle they pour is French history in liquid form. The gardens are always alive. Spread across 6 hectares, 15 themed gardens bloom in their own seasons. Heirloom vegetables, aromatic plants, and edible flowers grow alongside lavender beds and 450 varieties of roses. Even the squash, cabbages, and climbing vines from the kitchen plots find their way into the chateau's boutique and restaurant. And soon we join the crowds to cheer on knights in full armor at the joust. In medieval France, jousts were training grounds for war, governed by elaborate codes of chivalry. Painted chronicles show knights tilting with blunted lances, yet the impact could still unseat a man in full armor. Might we witness the same scene today? Let's find out. The show's just about to start.
We're just getting ready to watch an amazing time warp. So exciting to be here. You look at the area down here, you're going to see where it's all going to take place. 2 lords of 2 different chateaus are going to face off. We're going to see what happens.
The crowd has gathered. People from across the region and even from other countries have come. Even some children dressed in costume, all eager to witness the spectacle.
Je suis Dame Magali et je vais vous accompagner pendant cette première représentation de la journée.
One by one, the day's champions take the field, all of whose mastery of the reins will show that equestrian skill is its own kind of combat. We couldn't believe the size of these horses, towering mounts with hooves so massive they seemed built to shake the earth with every step. The opening parade is a spectacle in itself. Horses prancing, colors flashing, banners flying, all before a single lance is lowered. It already feels like we've had the full show. In awe, we all watch the Duchess and Knight of House Rivau in red, and the Duke and Knight of House Langeais in blue. During these tournaments, jousters compete in traditional games of skill, each one a test of precision, strength, and control. In a hybrid of aiguillettes and tir au bout, riders snatch a small weighted bag from a post, then aim to drop it into a box on the ground, all without breaking stride.
La bourse, ah!
It might look easy, but on horseback, every breath, every shift of weight has to be considered.
Un magnifique manteau. Et il est équipé de ses bras et de ses jambes.
From the looks of it, House Langeais might have won this round.
Porteur du duc de Langeais.
In the hunting skill, the goal is to strike targets lined up along the tilt. Today it took the form of a painted boar, much like the quarry noblemen once pursued on the hunt.
Alors, morphologie. Elle est accompagnée de cartels. Madame a piqué, on peut l'applaudir, s'il vous plaît.
And for this round, both houses scored points. In kin 10, they charge at a rotating target, striking it cleanly before it spins back.
Et c'est une belle quintaine. On peut l'applaudir, s'il vous plaît. Maintenant, notre chevalier Erwan se prête maintenant au jeu de la quintaine.
In lance piqué, the rider must catch a tiny ring on the tip of the lance while thundering past. A moment's hesitation and it's lost.
Le chevalier adverse. Oh, magnifique, monseigneur, on peut l'applaudir.
All of this is done in full 15th century armor weighing nearly 30 kilograms, visor down, horse at a gallop. There's a charge in the air you can feel in your chest. The cheers, the clatter of armor, the flash of steel in the sun. There really isn't anything like this. And after all the games and pageantry, it's time for the joust.
voler dans les airs, mais il ne faut pas s'inquiéter.
Of course, we weren't expecting anyone to joust to the death. You have to remind yourself that while the customs and the armor are as authentic as they come, this is a celebration, done in good fun, in honor of the bravery of the knights who once rode out from this very castle. But even knowing that, standing here with the roar of the crowd, all you can think is, wow, what an experience. If you want to get even closer to days like this, behind the barriers, into the stables, and through the quiet corridors of castles after the crowds have gone, join our YouTube membership. You'll get exclusive behind-the-scenes videos, early access to news stories, and live chats where we share the moments that never make it to the main channel. Just click the join button below, or if you're on iOS, use the link in the description. In the French countryside, moments like this remind you why history still matters. Out here in rural France, a chateau is a living stage where centuries-old traditions still breathe. At Château du Rivau, the clash of lances and the cheer of the crowd are threads in the long tapestry of French history. This is what saving castles is about, keeping these places alive, not as relics, but as beating hearts in their communities. Because here, history rides out in full armor. And if you're lucky, you get a front row seat.